And you know what? Here's the fuck who she really is. She is a lion. Let me tell you something, Jennifer. You are nothing but a lying, manipulating hoe who is messing with people's emotions and have no remorse for other people's feelings. And you get fucked up in the ass daily. And you know what you fucking need? All you needed was a fucking cock. Oh, my fucking cock in your fucking mouth. So I can put some white stuff in it. That way I can just fucking ejaculate all over your fucking tits and your fucking pussy. Bitch, you're that fucking easy to get fucked around. Cause you're like a fucking blow-up doll waiting to fucking happen. Jennifer Sanchez, if you're watching this video, I got two things to say to you. Fuck you! Fuck you! and your fucking lifestyle, bitch. You wanna act all tough? You wanna act all tough cause you drink beer and smoke weed?
Yep, no, what's up? Probably got your girl going crazy. Drunk white bitches. I can do it all and it ain't no problem. Ain't nobody harder than a nigga folklore. Bitch, I go hard, I'm ballin', I'm blow trotting. And my flow up, my nigga, I'm Mozart with it. It's often I do this. I turn a straight prude bitch into a nudist. Foolish, I be on that new shit. And I'm blowing up like bitches we went to school with. Ain't nobody checking for your garbage. Lot of intuition, I ain't near finished college. Never hit them all if I ever get.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Mac Lessons Radio Show. I am your gracious host. My name is Mr. Tariq Elite, also known as Tariq Nasheed. I had to play another simp video at the beginning of the show. That was real simping. Another simp video from YouTube. I'm going to play those periodically on the show. Today's show is brought to you by WayneStewart.com. If you guys want to get a website designed, check out my dude Wayne Stewart at WayneStewart.com. My dude does websites. He can do an online resume, all types of good stuff. Wayne Stewart, WayneStewart.com. Check out my dude Wayne Stewart if you're trying to get your website game up. And also, today's show is brought to you by MacLessons.com. That's where you can go get all the Mac Lessons pay-per-view specials, get your game up, get your mouthpiece crisp. And check out the website for the new film, The Eugenist. We're still putting stuff on the website for the new film we just done. And speaking of The Eugenist, we got a couple of new pickup scenes that we have to do out here in Los Angeles next week. So we're going to do a couple of pickup shots for the film. So holler at me, all my LA folks. If you're out here in LA, you want to come down to the set, help out, get down with the program, hit me up at info@TariqElite.com. Let me put on some Mackin music. Let me put on my Mackin music. And today's show is also brought to you by HiddenColorsFilm.com. That's where you can get the film Hidden Colors, one of the world's greatest documentaries. Now, speaking of Hidden Colors, Hidden Colors, as you know, is one of the best documentaries out there. Hidden Colors is a very positive, it's a very progressive movie. A lot of people have been influenced by the film all around the world, and I like the positive energy that the film has created. Most of the people in the film are very thorough, very upstanding people. But there is a little bit of fuckery behind the scenes, and I have to address it very quickly. And the thing is, I have not wanted to address it because I don't want to tarnish the energy of the movie. The movie has a great energy to it, and I don't want to tarnish that energy with none of the behind-the-scenes fuckery that has gone on with the film. Because the thing is, we as people of color, we need to be able to get together and just do straight up business and just make everything fly without any kind of niches or hitches or any kind of roadblocks or any kind of other bullshit. But unfortunately, when we try to get together and do something constructive, when anytime when people try to get together and do something constructive, to do something positive, to make a community impact with something, there's always going to be a bad seed. That's just the way it is. Shit happens like that. So the thing is, what I've come to understand, sometimes you just have to distance yourself from the bad seed. A lot of times you don't want to put shit on Front Street, but it comes to a point where you have to distance yourself from the bullshit so we can keep on a positive, righteous path. Now, I'm saying all this to say, this motherfucker who was in the film, Sabir Bey, this dude is a piece of fucking work, man. This dude is a straight up and down piece of work. I've been quiet about this nigga for a long time. But this dude is really doing some little shit behind the scenes that's really pushing me. And again, I'm not saying this to create any kind of negative energy, because the film is the perfect documentary. It is a perfect film, and I'm not saying this to diminish the film. It's nothing. The film is great. The film is going to continue to be great. It's a historic film. But this dude, man, sometimes people can have a certain level of knowledge, and like I always talk about, sometimes their spirit ain't right. And this nigga's spirit ain't right. I have not wanted to put this dude on Front Street. But when we came out with Hidden Colors, the DVD came out, everything was a success. A lot of low-key shit started happening. Now, if you notice, Sabir Bey is in Hidden Colors for a short period of time. He's in the movie for about 45 seconds total. The movie is 2 hours. Sabir Bey is in the movie for about 45 fucking seconds. And the thing is, he was not going to be in the movie at all. A lot of the stuff we just taken out, because it really didn't mesh in gel with all the other speakers. Everybody else were very powerful in the film. Everybody was very powerful. And Sabir's information, I'm not trying to shit on the brother's information, but it just wasn't gelling. It wasn't on the level of everybody else's information. So we took him out the movie completely. But I didn't want to do that. But I told the dude I was going to put him in the film, and I wanted to give the dude some shine because I felt like the dude might be a positive influence to cats, because he's a very knowledgeable dude. The brother is a very well-read brother, very knowledgeable dude. So to do him a favor, I put the little segments in there just to do the guy a favor. Because if you look at the film, those segments could have been left out. But I did it to give the dude some shine. Because I said I was. I didn't want to let the dude down by just taking him out the film. Because that's not a good... I've done stuff before and they've taken it out. That's not a good feeling. You don't like that shit. So the brothers in the film Hidden Colors. The film is great. The film is very successful. Now, on the low, I'm starting to get little rumbles in the streets. Cats hitting me up, telling me little this and that about Sabir Bey. Even to this day, niggas be hitting me up like, hey, man, you shouldn't be fucking with Sabir Bey because of this, that, and the third. And you know, I'm not a this, that, and the third type of dude. I only deal with facts. But I keep my ear to the streets, and a lot of cats tell me little shit. I heard this about this cat, I heard that about this, which I don't get into. And I'm not going to go into that here. I'm not going to go into that here, because that's he said, she said. But what I seen this cat do, Sabir felt for some reason that it was cool for him to start making bootleg copies of the film Hidden Colors and selling them. And he was selling them on his website. I'm like, player, you're going to have to take that shit down, my dude. What the fuck is up with that? So now I'm really rubbed the wrong way with this. It's bad enough that I gotta fight bootleggers all around the country, and we gotta get lawyers on websites and stuff to keep the film unbootlegged. But to have somebody who was a part of it bootleg the shit was really a sucker fucking move to me. And this was a few months ago, and I stepped to the dude. I called him up privately and checked him on that. The nigga got real quiet, because not only did the dude start making bootleg copies of the film, this nigga went on a bootlegging tour. This dude Sabir started going around the country to different venues having screenings of the fucking movie. Where the fuck they do that at? I'm like, nigga, really? Player, I said, dude, you can't do no shit like that. You can't. What makes you think you can go around the country screening the movie like you own the motherfucking rights to the movie? You're screening the movie and you're bootlegging copies. I ain't never seen a nigga go on a bootleg tour. So, dude, you can't do that. So he was like, all right. So a few months pass, I'm cool. I'm not saying nothing publicly. I'm not trying to throw the nigga under the bus. Just don't do no dirtbag shit like that, man. Don't bootleg the movie, then go on a bootlegging tour. Because the thing is, this dude is doing these bootleg showings of the film, and then he does lectures afterwards. I'm like, nigga, just do your lecture. You don't have to sell bootleg copies of the film, and you don't have to show the film. Just go do your lecture like all the other people are doing. All the other people in the film, they get shine from the film, but they ain't bootlegging it. Frances Cress Welsing, people are booking her to do lectures. She goes, says what she has to say, sell her own books, and she's good. Umar Johnson, they see him in the movie, they book him for lectures, he goes, says what he has to say, sells his stuff. He's not bootlegging the movie, he's not screening the movie, so everybody's doing things the right way, but this dude, who was in the movie for 45 fucking seconds. And I hate to even go there like this, you know what I'm saying? I hate to even put it out there, but it's getting so fucked up. So anyway, like I said, man, so this nigga had his little bootleg tour in a couple of cities. I hollered at him about it privately, and I'm cool. I'm doing interviews. When they mention his name, I'm not throwing the brother under the bus. I'm still speaking positively of him. I do many interviews. People like, hey, shout out to Sabir Bey. I'm like, yeah, shout out to Sabir Bey. Yeah. So I'm not throwing the dude under the bus. I'm keeping it very diplomatic. I'm being very diplomatic with it. So now, yesterday, find out the nigga's back trying to launch the bootleg tour again. Found out the nigga had a bootleg showing / bootleg seminar down in Atlanta, and he plans on having another one this week sometime in New York. He's back on the bootleg tour shit. And again, man, my thing is, I don't want anybody to be discouraged because of the fuckery of one. Because again, don't feel compelled to not get together and do some positive, constructive things because one person is going to be on some sucker shit. Hidden Colors was a great thing. Hidden Colors is a movement. And it was a very positive thing. And it is a very, very positive thing. And there's going to be more films to come. I'm doing a Hidden Colors 2, all that shit. So I don't want anybody to be discouraged from this. But I got to put it out there because I'm officially distancing myself from this nigga. Because sometimes cats be asking me on Facebook, how come you don't have Sabir Bey on your show? How come you don't interview him? And I'm just letting you niggas know why I don't fuck with him, and I do not fuck with him, and I'm not going to fuck with this dude. If you ever see Hidden Colors and Sabir Bey, know that I have nothing to do with it. If this nigga's having some kind of bootleg seminar lecture somewhere with my name attached to it, because Hidden Colors has my name all over it. So a lot of times when he's having these little bootleg bullshit lectures somewhere, they think that I'm coming down there. So people are like, hey, Tariq, can you sign my book when you get here? I'm like, get where? What the fuck you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. So the thing is, man, I have nothing to do with what that nigga has going on. Anything Sabir Bey has to do with Hidden Colors is some bootleg shit. Don't fuck with it. If y'all want to fuck with him and support whatever he has going on, knock yourself out and good luck to you, dude. Do what you do, but don't touch my shit. I don't give a fuck if you were in it for 45 seconds. That does not give you the right to bootleg a nigga's shit. If that's the case, Tobey Maguire should bootleg Spider-Man. If that's the case, Denzel Washington should bootleg Training Day. If you're going to use whatever kind of bullshit logic that's in your mind. And people, my thing is, I'm very particular about where my shit is. Because this dude is showing my film with my name all over it, and he's doing these lectures. I don't know what this nigga is talking about out here. And my name is all wrapped up in this shit. You understand what I'm saying, people? That's some dangerous shit. Somebody out here with some shit with your name on it, and they're doing lectures about God knows what. I don't know what this dude is talking about out there. This nigga could be talking about some shit about overthrowing the government, and then my shit phones get tapped because of some shit this nigga out here doing. I don't like niggas representing me on the sneak tip, because this is what this nigga is now doing, on some sneaky shit. And now he got other people dirtbag. And I called out there to this venue in New York, and they pretended to not know what the fuck I was talking about. When I checked them on that, I'm like, yo, who authorized this shit? I'm the owner of the film. I own the rights to the film. Didn't nobody call me talking about no damn screening at this place. And they act like they know what I was talking about. But I'm just saying all that to say this. I'm not trying to get you guys wrapped up. Just anything with Sabir Bey and me is not no real shit. Anything to do with this nigga with some Hidden Colors, it ain't co-signed by me. This nigga having lectures God knows where, in basements, wherever the fuck this nigga's doing these screenings. Do not fuck with no bootleg Hidden Color screening, because I do shit fly. If my name is on it, it's gonna be fly. When I go to New York and do lectures, I'm having y'all up in some nice fly shit. It's going to be advertised correctly. It's going to be done the correct way. I don't never have my audience up in no raggedy shit. I got the utmost respect for my audience, and I keep them up in some fly shit. I keep the entertainment fly and upscale. All my shit is upscale that y'all have ever seen me in. It ain't no low budget, funky finger production, bootleg, basement fuckery. And I'm trying to be very positive, but this nigga is pushing me, man. That type of shit to get a motherfucker to lay hands on you. Doing little hoe ass shit like that. But I digress, people. We gonna keep it positive. I'm still a positive brother. We gonna keep it real breezy. We gonna keep it positive, all right? Anyway, and don't forget, you still get Hidden Colors. Get it at HiddenColorsFilm.com. Get the Tariq Elite Live in Miami DVD. Y'all can get that at Amazon.com. We're going to get into some game later on in the show. We're going to get into some game, deep game later on in the show. Before I get into some game, I know a lot of people are talking about that whole Kim Kardashian wedding. That's been the big thing in the news today and yesterday, because I think on Monday, Kim filed for divorce. And if you guys are listeners of my Ustream show, I've talked about this. How many months ago did I say that all this shit was fake? I want you guys to go to my Ustream page and listen to the archive shows. I don't even know what the URL link of my Ustream page is, but if you go to facebook.com/Tariq Nasheed, you can see links to my Ustream page. So go there. And on Ustream, for the past few months, actually, I've been talking about that fake-ass wedding that Kim Kardashian had. And y'all know I talk about it almost every week, how fake this shit is, because people are talking about it like it's real. It's been fake from day one. The minute I seen her, Kim Kardashian, and this Chris Humphries dude kissing on the beach with those fake, contrived ass photos. I'm like, what they about to try to pull? And this is why it's important for the audience to be up on game. Game must be able to peep game. And they ran game. And my audience, they know what the deal is. But people, you got to be smarter than that. You got to understand the hustle. And I'm not even mad at Kim. Don't be mad at Kim. Kim is hustling the game like you're supposed to. If somebody's going to give you money for you to just walk around and look cute, take that damn check. Because a lot of folks are upset and mad at the Kardashians because they get money for doing it. Nothing. They're getting paid to be quote-unquote celebrities, but they're famous for nothing. Famous for being famous. And that's because of the media. The media created that. The media created them. Because a lot of people in Hollywood, they have the diva-esque attitude. A lot of the actors and entertainers, you know, they have publicists, and they may or may not grant an interview to this media outlet or that media outlet. So a lot of them kind of be on some bullshit. So the media has really retaliated with the whole Kim Kardashian, Paris Hilton thing. They created their own celebrities. It's like, fuck you, we don't need you. We'll make money off our own creation. And that's basically what it is. The Kardashians, that's a media creation. But the thing is, if you're famous for being nothing, work that. And the thing is, they had to figure out a way to keep interest in Kim Kardashian, because the thing is, with the show and her coming in and out of Starbucks and going to the gym and walking down the street, there's only so much of that you can do. There's only so many products you can keep coming out with. You still have to keep your name out there in the limelight in order to justify selling these products. You dig what I'm saying? And Kim Kardashian, beautiful young lady, but she's not really an actress. So she can't promote a movie premiere that's coming out because she hasn't really been in any kind of movies. I know she's doing a movie with Tyler Perry. She's going to be in a Tyler Perry movie. I think she has a walk-on role. I don't know what kind of role it is. But she has not been in many films, and she's not a quote-unquote runway model, so she can't promote a fashion show like that. She's not a singer. I know she tried to come out with an album, didn't she? Didn't she try to come out with a single, and it was like hot garbage? So she has to figure out ways to pimp the game. So what happened, her sister got married, her and Lamar Odom, Khloe and Lamar, they got married. The wedding was a big success. The wedding was a moneymaker. So the light bulbs went off, and they said, hey, if Khloe and Lamar's wedding was this fly and made this much money, just imagine how much money a Kim Kardashian wedding could make. Right? You got to think like a hustler. So I knew all this shit right before. I knew the whole script of this shit. You could see the script a mile away if you had game. This script was written a mile away. Look, this is what they did. They got Kim Kardashian. They said, look, we're going to put together a wedding, but we need to find you a dude. And what they really wanted to do was find a white dude, because a white dude with Kim Kardashian, it would sell a little better. But they couldn't find a white dude to go along with the program. So they got a dude who looked white. They got a dude, you know, the best they can do, half white dude. They needed an athlete. So I think they went to different PR firms, scouting for a quote-unquote groom for Kim Kardashian, and they found this Chris Humphries dude. And it was a put-together deal. These motherfuckers had the least chemistry I've ever seen in any two human beings. When I saw them together, I'm like, this is the biggest crock of bullshit, but I love it because people are buying this garbage. They had zero chemistry. That was the fake. Look, I'm a relationship expert. I can see when people really like each other, when there's some real. That was the fakest shit, because Kim liked black dudes. You understand that? Kim likes the brothers. You don't go from no damn Reggie Bush to some kind of cornball looking guy like Chris Humphries. And he might be a nice dude. But the thing is, Kim liked the brothers. And I know how females like that. When they get down with the brothers, they stay down with the brothers. Because she has her own money, so she's in her zone. But again, the publicists and the PR people, they got her, and they got the Chris Humphries dude. He was an athlete, which was perfect. He needed the money, because a lot of people might think, well, he's an athlete, he don't need money. Look, the NBA is in a lockout right now. Y'all have to understand, these motherfuckers ain't making no money right now. And Chris Humphries, he wasn't getting no kind of big endorsements. So this was a cool fucking move for him. So they went, shot them old bullshit, doctored up vacation pictures of them faking like they're in love. You all on the balcony making out. Oh yeah. You know paparazzi is all around the hotel, but you gonna make out on the balcony. Yeah, right. Wink, wink. I got you. Fuck out of here. So they on the show. They do the fake engagement right away. They set up this big extravagant wedding. They create a TV special with the E! Network specifically for the wedding. I heard they got like $15 million for the TV special. They got another $2 million from, I think, People Magazine or Us Weekly. They got another $500,000 from another British tabloid for some bridal shower photos. So they were pimping the game. They do the extravagant bullshit wedding, get all the media attention, get all the money, time them checks cashed. All of a sudden, this bitch gets divorced. She done filed divorce papers, and you motherfuckers bought that. Bravo, Kim. Bravo, Kim Kardashian. That's called pimping the game. They cash out their little money, break Chris off his little piece, Kim pockets the rest. Now, yesterday I saw in the media all over the net, Kim Kardashian and her mom, they were going around saying, oh, we didn't get no money from the wedding. Oh, we didn't get no money. Okay, now they just lying now. That's some bullshit if you think they didn't get no money from that fucking wedding. That big extravagant shit with all those photos and sponsors. You think that they didn't get broke off? That's the only problem I have. Now, Kim and your mom, y'all shouldn't lie to the people. Now, y'all can hustle, but don't blatantly lie when your TV special got all types of sponsors and endorsements and you ain't get a piece of that shit. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't mad at you though. And y'all stop believing every goddamn thing y'all see on TV. That's a hustle. They hustling. And guess what? You would do it too, and I would do it too. If they wanted to break me off $15 million, I'd marry Sherry Shepherd's ass from The View. I'm like, bring your little funny shaped ass down this aisle and let's go ahead and get it popping. Now with the whole Kim Kardashian thing, they're going to do the divorce, and now it's going to be they're going to have a fake drag out nasty divorce bullshit. They're going to write the script and it's going to be very dramatic. It's a script. It's game. It's all game. So you guys have to be able to peep game and not fall for every little bullshit you see, because they dumb you down. I saw some shit where there was a candlelight vigil for the Kardashians at one of their stores. I'm like, people are dumb as shit, man. There's some dumb motherfuckers out here. But I digress, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get into some game? I've been just rambling, talking and rambling and talking. Let's get into some game. Let's get into some game. Today's show, what I want to talk about black women in the workplace. Because I've been promising I'm going to talk about this. I talked about it briefly on the show with a caller who called in a few weeks ago. And a lot of the brothers want me to touch on this, dealing with black women in the workplace. Now, let me say this. I'm not saying this to throw sisters under the bus, because this isn't indicative of every sister. All sisters are not fucked up like this. And I'm not giving some of these black women haters ammunition to throw on the fire, because there's a lot of cats out here use information from my show to justify their hatred for women, and I'm not. This isn't that type of deal. It's not that type of deal at all. I'm just saying this really to create a dialogue and to make a lot of these sisters self-aware of how they get down and what they're doing. Because a lot of them, I don't think they consciously know what they're doing. A lot of this is on a subconscious level. But the thing is, man, a lot of brothers can attest to this, that a lot of black women at the workplace are very difficult to deal with. A lot of black females go out of their way to kind of show out on brothers at the job. And I've always said that a lot of black women are really used and placed there as watchdogs over the brothers or other black folks that work there. See, the thing is, man, first of all, for a black man to get a job in corporate America or mainstream America, a brother who's not an entrepreneur, who's not doing his own thing, if a brother's getting a job somewhere in white America, he has to be extra crisp anyway. You notice that a brother has to be on his P's and Q's. He has to be somewhat articulate. He has to be on top of his game. Even if it's a bullshit job, this brother has to be damn near a Rhodes Scholar to a certain degree. This brother has to talk right, dress right. His behavior has to be right. So the brother has to be on a certain level in order to be in that situation. Whereas black females, they don't hold them up to that standard, because you go to a job in corporate America, you have hood rats working in there. You ever been somewhere, you go to a business or an office somewhere and they got a hood rat up in the front? You don't see that with brothers. You don't see no thug ass nigga up in the front. So sisters get that leeway to a certain degree. And really, that's where the problem comes in corporate America, when brothers have to deal with these sisters. These are the sisters you have to deal with the problems. You either have an older sister who you have to deal with, who's giving you a hard time, or it's a hood rat. A lot of the young fly sisters who work in corporate America, they're cool. They're not going to give the brothers a hard time. And the thing is, you have a lot of older sisters at these jobs, and they act like they're your mom. They start talking to the brothers real greasy, and a lot of them, they've been on the job for years. And they ain't never got no promotion. And if they do get a promotion, it's some bullshit half-ass promotion. And don't let them get a supervisor position. If you let one of these old middle-aged black females get a supervisor position, it's hell on the brothers. Because then you can't tell them shit. They come real sideways on your ass. A lot of these sisters at these jobs, these older ones especially, they'll loud talk you. They show out in front of the white bosses. A lot of times they'll snitch on you at the job. And they'll snitch on you real loud so the white supervisors can hear. Like, Dante, you 5 minutes late from your lunch break. You know how Mr. Taylor don't like it. You know how I feel about that. You know, they say little shit like that to you, fronting you off at your job, dry snitching on you. And it's a very stressful thing, and I feel for a lot of brothers who have to deal with that. I feel for a lot of brothers, I really do, man, because that's a very stressful thing. A nigga can get an ulcer dealing with that shit. See, the thing in corporate America, man, the black female is extremely loyal to the white male. And the thing is, they show that loyalty by throwing the black male under the bus. And really, that's how most races of people show their loyalty to white America, is by how they can throw black folks under the bus. But that's another show. But the thing is, a lot of these sisters, that's how they show their loyalty. How much they can front you off, because they know that the white folks at the job, they're very amused by that. They love to see the black rip. They love to see the sassy shit-talking sister when she's shit-talking to the brothers. They love that. That's why these sisters stay on these jobs forever with no damn promotion. But the thing is, like I said, man, these females, the black female in corporate America, very dangerous to a certain degree. And they're very loyal to the white establishment, and they're very anti-black male. Look, I've never gotten money in corporate America from dealing with sisters. And I hate to generalize, but when I look back at my career, I've never gotten no big time money in corporate America with no sister working in corporate America, like doing business deals, like in television and books. Like when my book started taking off and I would get calls from publishers, some of the black females would represent some of the major publishing houses, but their attitude was so stank and fucked up, it just rubbed me the wrong way. And they wanted to give half-ass deals. Whenever I got a book deal, it was always from a white female. Whenever I got a TV pilot or a TV hookup, big TV checks, most of the time it was from a white female. Every blue moon was a white dude. every blue moon, but for the most part, the white female hooked that up. But all the black female executives that I've dealt with or met up with, my agents met up with or tried to hook up, they wouldn't give me the time of fucking day. They treated me like I was Satan. And a lot of black females are executives in a lot of these networks, especially BET. That's why y'all notice I'm never on BET that much. I got Black America locked down. I'm like the hottest nigga in the street. I'm the only nigga in Black America who can show up somewhere without any kind of promotion and sell out a theater. I'm one of the few people who can do that. But you know, I'm never on BET. I'm on BET every blue moon. Because BET is run by black female executives. They are not fucking with me like that. But the white folks, I'm down with them all day. Ass backwards, man. But the thing is, a lot of these sisters in corporate America, man, they're very dangerous to deal with. Because the thing is, and I'm talking about the sisters that's high up on the corporate ladder. I'm not talking about just a few sisters who work a cool job and they got a little this, a little that. The sisters that's high up on the corporate ladder, because a lot of these women got to sell out to get to those positions. They got to really coon their way up. They got to mammy their way up to get to those positions. And you know what? Truth be told, to keep it 110, a lot of these sisters, black women at these jobs who are high up on the corporate ladder or whatever, not even high up on the corporate ladder, but just a lot of them. A lot of these sisters be low-key fucking them white bosses. You dig what I'm saying? This is why a lot of these sisters, you go to a job and sometimes they be late and they come in, fucking around bullshitting. A lot of times they be low-key fucking them bosses. I've been in situations where I've had sisters tell me this, by the way. I've had sisters tell me that they've had affairs with their bosses. I dated a girl one time years ago, and we went to a bar, and her job was there. The people at her job were at this bar down in Hollywood, and her boss was there. And he was very professional or whatever, but you know how you can sense sexual energy just noticing them two interact. I'm like, this nigga, he done fucked this bitch. You can, if you got your antennas open, you can sense some kind of sexual energy. I'm like, this nigga done fucked this bitch, man. He done ran up in this broad. So you see that a lot in a lot of situations. You see these sisters be low-key banging their bosses. So they got to keep you at a certain position. They going to talk you fucked up. Because they know their boss gets off on seeing you destroy verbally the black male. And the thing is, man, a lot of times, a lot of these sisters, they do this on a subconscious level. A lot of them are not even conscious that they do it. See, the thing is, on a subconscious level, they have to keep a black man down at the job. They have to berate him because they know that a brother can't immediately defend himself. They know that them white folks at that job are just looking for a reason to fire that brother. So these sisters know that they can kind of get away with talking to this brother greasy or talking to these brothers greasy. And the thing is, man, on a subconscious level, a lot of these sisters feel like if a black man rises up in corporate America, they will take their places. They feel that a lot of these brothers, if they get too high up, they're going to start replacing these sisters. And see, the black woman is very comfortable in these positions. Go to the show I did a few weeks ago talking about comfortable niggas. See, the thing is, they got to keep brothers frustrated. They got to keep them disgruntled. They got to keep brothers focusing on that little job, nitpicky bullshit. That little gossip and all that old bullshit that they do on the job. On a subconscious level, they got to keep you at bay. They got to keep you at a certain level. So, brothers, you got to understand the game. And a lot of cats are like, well, what should I do? How do I handle that? Well, you got to start doing what they do. You got to start telling right back on their asses. You know how they tell on you? See, the thing is, a lot of times, if you at your job and as a black man, you at your job and you give one of these sisters a compliment, they might come to work with a nice outfit. You're like, hey, you look good in that dress. You know, they'll go down to human resources and tell on your ass. Then you wonder why you got laid off. or you wonder why you got fired, brothers. A lot of times, man, and I know sisters who do this. I know sisters who've done this. I know sisters, man, who's like, this dude at my job, I think he sexually harassed me. I think I'm going to go file a claim with Human Resources so I can get some money and a loss. You know, they be thinking on some shit like that. I had a sister say some shit like that to me a long time ago. She said she was going to try to file some kind of sexual harassment suit because a nigga at her job gave her a compliment because she was tired of working there, so she wanted to go ahead and cash out with a bullshit lawsuit and was going to scapegoat the brother. And I talked out of doing that old flagrant ass bullshit. But fellas, you got to start doing the same thing. When these sisters at your job, and again, I'm not throwing all sisters under the bus because every sister at the job ain't on no bullshit. I'm not saying that. I'm not throwing all sisters under the bus. But there are too many sisters who come at niggas sideways at their job, disrespect dudes at their job, talk down to them at their job, try to get in arguments with brothers at their job. Now, these sisters would never do that to white dudes. You notice they never do that to white folks. White folks will get their asses fired. So, brothers, what you need to do, when they start talking to you disrespectful, interfering with your workload, what you need to do, go get your Easter suit on, start getting real suit and tie on their ass, and take your black ass right down to Human Resources, and get your articulation on. Speak like you got some sense. Excuse me, H&R, but Letitia Jenkins is creating an atmosphere of insubordination, and I'd like to report some of her activities. Nigga, start letting them know about what's going on with her ass, because that's what they do. They tell on you, tell on their ass, and don't even deal with them, because a lot of them aren't even supervisors. They're not in a position to do anything as far as hire or fire you. A lot of them are just going to aggravate you. They don't have any kind of firing power, so they can't do anything to you. Let the Human Resources deal with their ass and get back to your goddamn job and stop stressing over these goddamn chicks all up in your ear with petty bullshit. And you feel like you got to listen to it. You ain't got to listen to that shit. Rise above the haters. Go above all that nigga shit. It's like in Hollywood. Look, I don't deal with nigga shit in Hollywood. I don't deal with the fake black, because there's no such thing as a black Hollywood. You always go to the top. I don't deal with that little nigga shit, A&R reps and all that, and agents. I go to the CEOs and the executive producers. That's who I deal with. I alleviate the middleman when I do business. I don't like dealing with the fucking middleman. Who's your boss? Let me holler at the boss. And that's how you guys got to do. You guys, the Human Resources, that's the next step to the boss. They're the liaison from the employee to the boss. So go over them damn hating ass sisters' heads and holler at Human Resources and get them off your back so you can go ahead and get your money so you won't be fucked up in the game because of what some chick at your job is up in your ear with. Anyway, everybody, that's been today's episode of the Mac Lessons Radio Show. I thank you guys for tuning in. I might do a Ustream show later on tonight. I might. Don't forget to check out my latest pay-per-view special, The Game Must Be In You, Not On You, and also Marriage, Mackin', and Monogamy. All of that is at MacLessons.com. Those are my lecture videos. You can download them instantly and watch them right there on your computer. I'm going to holler at you in a minute, y'all. Peace. 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 Peace.